Hello everyone, this is Chris with Sticker Fab. Today we're going to do the installation of our B-pillar topological map or Topo map overlays for the B-pillar. Now these fit all 2021 and up for Broncos, including the Bronco Raptor. What we have here are our overlays. What comes with this is a 3M promoter stick. Now I wish I had done this earlier because these look awesome. However, you need the promoter stick because you're going to want to put that promoter along this edge, right on the top side too, same for the bottom, and this edge on the other side. So that's the only way you can get this to really adhere and stick down. Right now it's 83 degrees. I like to do these installs between 75 and 85 degrees because the adhesive sticks the best in that temperature range. What I also have on me is a microfiber, some detailer spray that has no wax because we want this surface to be clean and we don't want anything in between this surface and the adhesive. I have a felt tip squeegee. You can also use a credit card, just be a little careful with that. This material is a matte self finish, so it doesn't scratch as easily as the gloss. And I also have Sticker Fab application fluid. I probably won't do this. If you can do a dry install, do a dry install. The best thing I can say is do it in that 75 to 85 degree weather. Garages usually aren't heated the same way as just being in a 75 to 85 degree environment. First thing I'm going to do is really clean this area. I'm going to open the back door as well because I need to access all of this. We'll probably push the vinyl a little bit under that strip. So let me wet this. I'm going to use my microfiber. I'm going to get all the areas as much as possible around that edge. It gets really dirty in these rubber seams. If you go through a car wash or wash your car, sometimes you're probably not even hitting these areas. So this side is probably pretty clean. I'm going to go over to the other side and clean that as well, because there's probably a really high alcohol content in this promoter stick, and the promoter stick is pretty small. When you use it, you crush this and it lets the liquid hit the sponge in there, and you're going to want to do both sides quickly. So don't do one side, do the full install, and then do the other. You need to do this part all at once on the driver's side and the passenger side. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and crush it right here. Hear that little crunch? You hear the liquid in there. I'm going to face it down for a second. I'm going to keep it kind of at a downward angle so the adhesive promoter goes to the sponge. I'm getting the inside right here, and then I'll go right on the edge, right on the top of that. You can see how dirty the sponge is getting. This area is really dirty. Same with this side. I'm going to move around real quick. Make sure you can access 100% of this side. Pull back the rubber if you have to, but make sure you're getting the edge and then kind of on the top, which is really hard to get to. You could also roll down the back window, probably give you a little bit more access. And then I'm going to do the bottom real quick. And now off camera, I'm going to repeat for the other side. All right, so now that stick is pretty much dried up. If you notice, I already told you what the temperature was. We are on the shady side because if we were on the sunny side, the vinyl would get really soft and stretchy really quickly, and we don't want that. Honestly, after I install this side, I'm going to spin the vehicle around so that the other side is in the shade. I'm going to let it cool down for about 5 minutes, and then I'll finish the install on that side. Now take your template. The straight edge goes towards the back, so this is the one we want. Make sure your hands are clean, and then peel it back. Now you want to do this when it's not really windy. Like I said, I recommend the dry install. If we were doing a wet install like a lot of our other vinyl products, you'd be spraying this down with that Sticker Fab application fluid and this as well. You'd have to squeegee all that out to finish the install. but this wouldn't stick to itself if it was breezy. What I want to do is align the top edge along here, and then I'm going to align the back edge or the front edge. I'm going to have it just a little bit over the edge. Of course, if you were doing a wet install, this would be a lot easier to move around. I'm holding a little tension at the top and pulling it down towards the bottom. I want it to go over this edge just a little bit, because I want to split the difference on each side. So I'm still holding up the back edge so that I can run my finger up and down evenly. And this prevents bubbles from getting under the material by doing it slowly. The material is pretty forgiving, as we printed this on material that has air egress channels. Just massage any crinkles out. Now it looks like I have this at a little angle. It's really close to the top. If you want, just pull it back up, readjust it, be careful. I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. And notice how I'm just rolling my fingers off the backside. I don't wanna just go up and down like this, not in the beginning at least. You wanna stretch the material over that edge. Then you can run up and down. Same with the front side. Kind of a 90-degree angle, just shooting straight out. Optionally, you can use that squeegee to do the same thing, cover more ground. And then the edges. You can actually pull the rubber back and push this up under there. Most of this will be covered up by the door anyways, pretty much this whole lower about centimeter, half an inch if you will. We'll move to the back side to get that back edge. Like I said, I'm going to spin the vehicle around and finish up on the other side. So I'm just going to speed through the installation on this side so you can see it. As you can see, there's two ways to go. You can go horizontally or you can go vertically. My alignment's just a little off on this front edge, so I'm going to pick it back up. I'm actually going to pull it taut and kind of change that alignment right down here. I'll tack this edge and pull up the top edge. If you get in this situation where it's a little bit past that edge, just go right under that seal. All right, you guys, here we are at the end where I give you that once over on the entire vehicle. Looking pretty good. That 3M adhesive promoter, really the key to this install, keeping it down. Here's the first side. Now monitor the edges on this for a little while. Make sure they're pushed down. Make sure after 30 minutes, an hour, your next trip, they're all pushed down. If you need to, go back with a little heat and push them down. But there you have it. For more videos on the 2021 and up Ford Bronco and to see what products we're coming out with, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit that bell notification icon.